having a fear of surgery can be a very frightening thing. This is a common thing, and rightly so. Surgery is not something that is always necessarily a very simple procedure. This can be actually something very major. And yes, there are health risks for a surgical procedure. Everybody knows this. The doctors will tell you this, the surgeons will tell you this. And if you're going for a very serious surgery, such as maybe heart surgery, for example, just throwing that out there, you might be having some sleepless nights because you don't know what's going to happen to you. You've been told all the technicalities, you've been told the pros, you've been told the cons, you might even looked at some videos online, and you've put yourself into a bit more of a state of anxiety thinking about this because it's now consuming all of your thoughts. And you're worried about, am I going to wake up? What is my mortality rate going to be? Am I going to survive the surgery? Is there going to be a complication during that surgery? And these are things that you physically cannot control. This is going to be something that happens during surgery, and you're going to be given your odds and all of the expectations by your medical professional team. And but it's the anxiety that you're living with on top of this, with this anticipation of the surgery, and you just want to avoid the whole situation, but you have to go through it because you need this procedure. And that anxiety and that stress can actually build and build and build, and this is now detrimental to your health and your recovery and the surgery procedure itself. And it's the mindset going into surgery. And if you are able to find a way to control this, and some people are going to be taking medications, anti-anxiety medications, for example, to help alleviate that stress. Sometimes that's not enough. Maybe you don't want to be taking more medication. Something like hypnosis, we can actually help you with that fear, fight, or flight response where you're going to be feeling that anxiety and that tension and that stress and maybe that insomnia. And we can bring it down. We can actually find a place of control for you where you can find peace within yourself to approach what's coming with that surgery with a calmness and a sense of serenity, and find your own way of having your own personal control in that situation. Even though the surgery itself is not in your control, you can find your own control and be able to master your emotions in a way that happens automatically, safely, without medication, and it can actually happen very, very quickly. And my sessions happen to be online over Zoom, so you don't have to travel to another appointment. You can be in your own private personal space without travel. And usually, one session is all it's going to take to help change that primitive brain to stop that danger response where you're feeling that anxiety.